This is a controversial rise of slap battles. It was created in February 2021 by a man named Tinsel. What if I told you that Tinsel never meant for this game to go viral? Let's go back to when it first came out. Slap Battles was just a random game that had 0 active players, but Tinsel wasn't the only one working on this game. He had a friend named Snow, and to be honest, they didn't even try on this game at the beginning. It was some old, boring game, but then players actually started playing the game, and Tinsel, surprised at seeing players play his game, he decided to add more gloves, and then it became a sort of habit to update every week, at least once. But let's go back to the point. Why did slap battles become so popular? Well, to be honest with you, I think kids just like slapping people, as funny as it sounds. Do you remember the slap YouTube video that blew up and got millions of views? Well, it's pretty much the same thing, but instead, this is a Roblox game. And this is where the drama comes in. As the game got popular, players started saying Tinsel copied another game. But what is this other game? Well, it's a game called Magic Hand, and the game is also about slapping, and you have this glove looking thing. But what if I told you that Tinsel didn't actually copy this game? Well, 10 months ago, Tinsel actually proved that he didn't copy the game. As you can see right here, Tinsel is talking to the Magic Hand's owner, and they both confirm that this is not a copy. But why is slap battles in so much drama all the time? Players complaining about how trash the updates are? Well, that's mainly because, like I said, the player base is pretty much 13 and under, so there's gonna be a heck of a lot of kids. So you know what kids do? They complain and complain and complain. But why is everyone so mad at the mods? The mods only do their job by banning the people who do the wrong thing. Well, that also goes back to the kids' problem. They are still learning on how to play games and be civil. Now let's talk about the YouTubers of slap battles. I personally think that Tinsel should give the YouTubers some credit. They are pretty much 70% why the game is popular, because they make fun videos and hype the players that play the game. But it was on June 2023 when players were not ready for what was about to happen. Tinsel released his biggest update yet, Eternal Bob Boss Fight. The game was insanely increasing, giving the game a whopping 50,000 active players, and that's not it. Huge YouTubers such as Creekcraft will live stream the game, and just a couple months before this, Tinsel hired a developer by the name Arkwise, which made a huge impact on the game. Some people say that Arkwise made the game worse, but I personally think that he is a great developer, and people don't give him enough credit. He practically scripted most of Eternal Bob. So anyways, a few months later, the game was doing good, but not great. And then a couple months later, the game was doing okay, but not good. And then it was safe to say the game was dying. It was dying fast. The YouTubers were leaving and Tinsel wasn't really doing anything about it. But just a couple weeks after, the game was only averaging 12,000 active players at the daytime, and at nighttime dropping to 5,000 active players, which was a huge downfall of 50,000 active players. So then Tinsel started hiring more devs, hoping that the players would find a different type of style to this game. But the game was not doing much better. And most of the YouTubers were 80% sure the game wasn't going to make it back to the popularity the game deserves. But then Tinsel probably made the biggest mistake he could make at the time. He dropped a new game called Golfing Obby. It did not go good, and Tinsel pretty much wasted months of his time making this game when he could have been working on updates for slap battles. Well, after Golfing Obby got added, you can see a huge jump in the updates. They were getting so much better, and it's not hard to see why, because of course he can now spend 100% of his free developing time on slap battles. So the YouTubers started posting again, and more YouTubers came back to slap battles. This was a huge jump from just weeks prior to this. Then Tinsel started scripting himself, so that's exactly what the game needed. We needed Tinsel's updates, and that's exactly how the game became popular in the first place. The players loved Tinsel's updates the most, and then something truly sad happened. Snow retired. This was a sad moment in the slap battles community. He was a huge part of the game, being the co-owner, but the updates didn't get worse, and the game was still growing more and more every week, and I can't wait to see how far this game will come. Please subscribe to my channel if you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching.